What is up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube and other internet places? Today, we're going to be playing some more Don't Starve Reign of Giants. I'm really enjoying this game. It's quite fun. It feels like every time I go through a couple days, or every time I play a new character, I learn something new about the game. And I really like that. It's really cool. Alright, our base, we are quite far away from our base. Alright, let's see, what exactly were we doing? I think we were getting berries, maybe? I'm not certain. Either way, we need to eat some food. I'm going to cook up these berries real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and chomp down on them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start harvesting up these berry bushes. And hopefully... What are you holding, Chester? I don't care about the fire. I want to open Chester, gosh darn it. Alright, hold those for me. Hold that for me. Alright, this should be good. Alright. So, as you guys might have noticed, I do have a character on day 45, which is the farthest that I've gotten so far. It's not bad. One of the difficulties I'm finding with using Wickerbottom in particular is that she can't sleep, and that makes rainy seasons extremely difficult to play her on, because if you get fully saturated and it's spring, where the nights are really long, dusk's really long, well, it can be a pretty serious problem because your sanity gets drained quite quickly. I've been having to sit next to campfires with a straw hat on multiple times just so I can keep myself from going completely insane. Flippin' turkeys. Man, I hate making farms because turkeys are ridiculous. Oh, that guy just got wrecked. Like on my other game, I have oh wow, I went the complete incorrect direction. Okay, I flipped my map around apparently, because that is not... Okay, there we go. I was extremely confused. I was like, what? But I figured it out. Okay. But as I was saying, on my other character, I have about a 50 berry bush farm going. And man, those freaking turkeys eat so many berries. So many berries. It's very, very annoying. Alright, Chester, you're going to have to hold something here, buddy. You can hold on to... I need those logs. Hold on to this pickaxe for now, buddy. Okay. I was thinking they should make some sort of turkey repellent. I think cats attack turkeys, but I'm not certain about that. Don't quote me on that, because they might not. But it would be very cool to have, because right now my current strategy with that is I've been farming up some bone tooths, and I'm just going to lay bone tooth traps all the way around my berry farm. I've gotten probably like, I think 18 of them down right now, and it's surrounding like not even half of my farm. So that kind of sucks, but it is quite good once you get a lot. I think it's going to work out pretty well. Because then I can also farm up drumsticks, you know? I'm going to go ahead and keep getting some berry bushes here. One of the biggest problems that I was running into, or one of the biggest reasons I didn't like to have berry farms previously was just because of it takes a lot of manure to fertilize all of them. But now that I know that you can use rot to do it, it's not too bad. Because you can just harvest up like a lot of berries or seeds or flowers, and then just go ahead and let those rot, and then just use that to farm up your crops. Fingers on the wrong button there. We are quite far from our base. We're getting back, slowly but surely. Our garlic ran out, didn't it? Didn't even notice that. I was just picking up flowers because I was planning on using them for fertilizer. Birch nuts are quite good food, especially in an ice box, because then they can last for like 30 days, I want to say. I believe it's 30 days. Because a ice box, if you want to know the exact percentages, it slows the spoil rate of food by 50%. And I believe birch nuts take 20 days to spoil, so they should last 30 days in a fridge. Which is quite a long time. And then when you cook them, they'll go up to above half, I believe. Even if they're like almost done. So it's quite a lot. Anyways, we're going to keep picking up all these flowers that we can see. It is about to be nighttime here, so we're going to have to throw down a fire. Okay. They were totally on my hotbar, but whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot about all those bats that we could probably just farm up to get bat guano, which I believe would work as fertilizer as well. And I'm not certain about that. I haven't tried it yet. I also managed to farm up enough marble to build a marble suit, which is quite powerful. I was under half health and I got attacked by 3 ice dogs and 1 regular dog, and I lived and killed them all. Which ice dogs are amazing to get houndstooth, because I killed 3 of them and a regular one, and I believe I got 8 teeth. So that was quite nice. We're almost back to home base here. I'm going to pick up this guano because I believe that we can use it as fertilizer, which will be quite nice. I also don't think bats should come out during the day. It's not the best, I don't think, logically speaking at least. This wasn't the game where we had the, no. In one of my recent games I had a farm really close to my home base, and that was quite nice. Alright, so let's see here. We got a decent amount of berries in there, but they are going bad quickly. So do that and this. Increase their longevity by a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start planting these ASAP. That way we can start hopefully getting some more berries. Because food will become a slight problem, but I don't think it'll be as well. It might be a little bit worse with this guy actually, because with this guy I will be able to have like a sleeping bag, but the problem with that is this guy has such a ridiculous amount of hunger, and whenever you wake up you're always at 0 hunger, so hunger might be a big problem. Because if I don't have enough, I'm just not going to go to sleep because it'd be a silly thing to do. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, it totally does. Alright, I figured it would, but I wasn't sure. Wait a second. Can we use this to make... Do we even have the supplies? We do not have the supplies to make a bucket of poop, which is what I was hoping I'd be able to make, but this will do for now, till we can get some more stuff cooking up. We're going to open up Chester. We're going to pull out all of this stuff. I'm going to start putting some of it away. Free up a good chunk of space. We're going to let those seeds rot over there. Keep clearing out Chester here. Alright, I believe that's good. Throw this berry in there. Pull up their longevity a little bit. And where is the King of Pigs? He's right down there. I could do with visiting him. I believe I have something that he wants. I don't know, I might just put it away. I thought I did, but I'm not sure. I don't know anymore. So we are running low on the hunger. So I think we're going to chop down a couple trees here. And let's hope that the crazy ass birch monster doesn't come out and try to eat our souls. Because that thing is scary. Now I want to try to farm up a bunch of birch nuts before the end of summer. Because after summer, they only drop like 1 per tree. So it will get difficult to farm birch nuts. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing for the rest of this day, probably. Probably won't need too many more after that. But again, they're a great source of food. And this guy just devours massive amounts of food. Every time I'm playing this game, like I've been playing for about 6 hours straight now, and I never eat anything. And I always start talking to you guys, and I get hungry, and it's terrible. But there's some rot on the ground right there that I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab after we finish chopping down this tree. Freaking catcoons. Now, my dude is so hungry. So hungry, in fact, that he can't chop down trees. Alright, anyways. I wanted to check if we had found... I believe I checked this last time, actually. Yeah, we have not found a desert yet. And the desert is what has kept me alive on Wicker Bottom, to be completely honest with you, because I was very close to going completely insane, but I ended up being able to rush over there and just pick a bunch of cactus, because if you didn't know, cactus is extremely good at restoring your sanity. If you cook cactus, it restores a massive amount of sanity. So, I have quite a bit of those as it is, actually. Gonna cook up a couple of these berries here and chow down on those. We might go ahead and cook up some of those other berries. I like this guy when he's at full hunger, but once he starts dropping, he's quite annoying. We're not able to do anything. Like, I can imagine if you're a relatively new player and you're playing this guy, and you're trying to harvest food because you're hungry, and then you can't because you're hungry, and that would be terrible. I would be very upset if that happened to me. If I run out of food and then I can't get any food because my dude is going crazy and refusing to do anything. Fistful of jam. Not bad. I forgot that the jam makes, or I forgot that makes jam now instead of ratatouille. Or Retuli, I don't know how to pronounce it. Probably killing that. I know it's not called that. Yeah. I have no clue what it's called. So we'll just call it that. That will make whatever that stuff is called. Go ahead and fertilize up one of these with this rot while we got it. That's 11 seeds. Not very close to rotting at all. But it'll get there. I wish I could wet things, make them rot substantially faster. What do we got in here that we can make a backpack? Ooh, actually, now that I'm thinking about that, I do need to make... Yeah, it's 2. I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3, and I didn't want to make too many because I don't have a ridiculous amount of grass on hand here. My power flicked off earlier, and I play on my second monitor, so I was kind of scared I was going to die because it went black for like 5 seconds. That's kind of scary. Alright, so we got just about enough flowers. I'm enjoying finding all this rot everywhere. It's quite helpful, actually. Some bat guano up there that I think we're going to grab after we finish chopping down this tree. So as long as we make sure those berry bushes are good at least until day 20, we'll be able to pull off 1 or 2, probably 1 round of berries on them. Maybe 2 if we get a lot of rain, but it's looking like just be able to pull off 1 round of berries. So unfortunately it doesn't... Ooh, I actually learned a little bit... Chester, you have my pickaxe, don't you, buddy? Indeed you do. Okay, cool. So we're going to put that away, put those away, that away. That requires a hammer. We have not prototyped a hammer, nor do we have the rocks for... Ah! Yeah, I remember why this is terrible now. We just don't have rocks anywhere. We have a couple rocks we can get down there, which would be good because there's also a massive amount of grass. Other than that, there's not really too much we can harvest rock-wise. Man, I think I'm starting to lose my voice. So we'll probably end up going down there. Maybe killing that spider nest as well. Maybe kill a couple of these nests, actually. Would be pretty good because we could make a top hat, which I believe reduces or increases our sanity gain, which would be quite nice. Let's figure out where this wormhole goes, shall we? We may have already done this, but... No, we have not. It ports us back here, so... It takes us a good distance. I was just full sanity, so I figured while we're here, jump into this wormhole right quick. Figure out where it takes us. There's got to be a path up here. There's a lot of flowers. That's a good thing to make note of. Let's see if I can reveal something on my map. Alright, yeah, that should help. If I need those in winter or something like that. Now there has to be a land bridge over here, because I don't think there are islands in this game. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there are islands. I was actually going to mention I think it would be pretty cool if there were islands that you could only get to via a wormhole. And that just might be the case here. It looks like, yeah, it is. I think it is. Unless there's an insanely small bridge right here or right here. It looks like we found an island, which I would imagine would be a good place to have a base. Just because hounds shouldn't be able to attack you. Although I know the game wouldn't even care and they'd just send hounds to attack you anyways. but that is pretty cool that we found an island. I didn't think those were a thing. That's quite awesome. You know what, while we're here, let's kill all inhabitants. That's right. Get wrecked. Alright, so I think that was the only pig. We should have the supplies to make a torch. Yes, we do. Go ahead and craft up this bad boy. We'll light down that, or light that thing up. Ouch, I wanted to kill that guy. Oh god. This is not what I wanted to happen. Alright, I think it's... Oh god, nope, it did not stop. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and bail from there. That did not go as planned. That island is just gonna be an island full of charcoal by the end of the night. So that's not really what I meant to do. But I mean, I guess it works. That place is going up in smoke. So I'm not exactly certain how stacks of objects work. I believe, well, I think I am. I'm quite sure that they work as if it were one. But I do think if you have multiple of an item, it should take slightly longer to spoil. For instance, say like for every 5 of an item that you have in a stack, it takes maybe 5% longer to spoil. That'd be something cool, but you know. I'm gonna go kill that bat as well. But first things first, I need to eat. Because as you noticed in that previous fight, my dude was quite weak because he was hungry, like he always is. So we're just gonna cook up all these berries. That's a lot of berries. Alright. Kill that. Good job, cat. I don't think we actually have anything that we can give that cat. Oh, sweet, he didn't eat the meat. Actually, he might enjoy a pig's tail. Oh. Fertilize up these crops. Now let's go see if we can get this cat to hack us up something good, shall we? Kitty, 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 kitty. Cat does not seem to have any enjoyment over that pigskin whatsoever. I thought that it would like it, but apparently I was incorrect. Who knew? Alright, so I think we should go ahead and cook up the rest of those berries, so we can at least do something semi-productive during this night. I'll also go ahead and pick up those 2 sticks after I'm done with this. That way, when we collect some monster meat, which is kind of inevitable, because dogs are always going to attack you. So once we do that, we'll be able to make kebabs once we get some monster meat, with either 1 monster meat and 2 birch nuts in a stick, or 1 monster meat, 2 berries in a stick. Leaning towards 2 berries right now, but man, those things take forever to spoil. I'll just toss them next to this fire for now. let's go ahead and make us some kebabs. Just, no, don't put that in the alchemy machine. Who knows what would happen. Toss a stick in there. Alright, so icebox. It's really good. I'm glad that we got those gears. They're extremely helpful. My dude's about to flip out because he's barely hungry. He does have really good stats, though. I like how high they are, but man, he complains about being hungry all the time. It's annoying. Alright, so cooking kebabs seems to take forever. Like, trail mix is done almost instantly. And take a quick note. 222, 148, and 166. To 259, 185, and 171. So that's quite good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think that's going to be all for today. Peace.